Is that B?
F as in fine.
Let me take the DVD out. You can watch the rest later.
No, I just wanted to show you that, how the very wealthy Japanese women looked.
That was interesting.
I like the eyebrows.
No, but you see, they have that word highbrow, for
Yeah.
really.
I
I
don't
wonder
think
if
the
that
eyebrows look
originated from that.
I'm gonna shave them off and then paste.
Can you imagine? I mean,
Like up here
yeah.
on my forehead.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to look weird, I mean,
Maybe we
you
should
can.
do that for what is it, Halloween? Just cover up my eyebrows and then put it with black teeth.
Or try to make yourself look semi-retarded. Yeah.
Semi-retarded.
And then black teeth. I just am really
Yeah.
princess.
Just look like Ampontare.
What's Ampontare? Is that stupid?
Ampontare is like foolish or kind of dopey or something.
That's me.
Foolish and dopey? That's something. My goodness. Oh boy.
You're doing a
When
camera.
I see a father like this, it's very, I don't know, it's so unlike him. I can picture myself being like this. Pretty much like, not
At least he's
really
out here.
moving. Huh?
At least he's out here and not in the room.
No, but it's so unusual because in the past couple of weeks, he likes to sleep here, which he always retreated to his own room.
Cooler out here, yeah. The room seems kind of dark.
And plus, it's wider, out here.
Yeah.
So even though he can't go too far, it's better.
He's asleep.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Even the sheet has a story to tell. It's about 50 years old.
This one here?
Yeah.
With the stripes?
It belonged to my mom.
Really?
Sheet looks
Yes.
familiar.
I would have never have known. Doesn't look 50 years old to me.
Lucas likes to jump on this and kind of makes nesting
Mm.
scratches. I think good sheets get softer as you wash them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sheet is very, very soft.
Do you think though that washing damages?
Yeah, I think it does, but I think
Breaks down the material.
yeah,
a bit.
the agitation does damage.
You know how they say the higher thread count is softer? I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily true.
Because ours is really low thread
Mhm.
count, but
Yeah.
it's soft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's surprisingly soft, even though
Yeah.
it doesn't have that many threads.
Yeah, it's like 200
Isn't
count,
it?
right?
Yeah, it's like 250
Yeah.
or something, but it's like, it's soft.
Because they usually say the higher the thread
Yeah.
count, the better.
Or get the Egyptian cotton. Yeah, that's good. But Camille swears by the more expensive though. She
Mhm.
says she spends $40 on her sheets.
40 big ones, huh?
Yeah.
We have Calvin Klein sheets. It's the best purchase ever.
Really?
I wish I bought it earlier.
Where do you shop?
I got it from Macy's.
Oh.
It was on sale. You know how it's on sale that you can get like an extra so many percent off.
So how many did you purchase?
Just the one sheet set.
Oh, I
you know,
see.
I
I see.
on Sex and the City. You know her sheets.
Yeah.
It's like the purplish one with the flowers. That's
Yeah.
what I have.
Oh, I see.
So if you watch Sex and the City, I have her sheet.
And do you have the Riesling wine? That's what Obama served. So he said, there's a run on that Riesling wine.
That's a red wine, right?
Yeah.
Is that red?
I don't think we have that though.
I
Yep.
don't think so.
We have red wine, but we don't have Riesling.
I
know I've tried Riesling at some point. I can't remember what it tastes like though.
Is it good?
I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't really like wine.
I'm not a big wine guy,
Yeah.
and I don't like it when I eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people like it with their food?
Yeah.
To me, it ruins the food because
Yeah.
all I taste is the
Yeah,
alcohol.
right.
Like Christian Paul.
Like I like a separate drink.
Mhm.
Out,
Yeah.
no food.
Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna be food, it's gonna be like potato chips and
Oh, but
peanuts. It'd be like bar food,
Yeah.
not like a nice sit-down meal.
Really.
I like that. Ready for your interrogation?
Ready as I'll ever be. But no snot on my face or...
I don't see anything.
What should I say?
I actually wanted to know about from as far back as you can remember and all your childhood, kind of the storyline of how you got here.
Okay.
I'll just let you talk. And I'll just switch
Like
to
where
this. You
she
can
grew
talk.
up?
You can talk for like 2 hours. I have multiple discs like this.
We should ask the questions. Like where she grew up.
Okay, where were you born?
Well, I was born in Honolulu,
Honolulu.
next to my mom.
What do you mean by next to your mom?
I'm just trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Everybody,
What do you mean?
I'm like, what do you
everybody
mean you
gets
came out
born
of your
next
mom?
to your mom.
I was like, you came out of your mom.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a special birth. I don't. So you're born in Honolulu?
Yeah.
And how many siblings do you have?
Well, actually, I'm an only child.
You're an only child.
Because I'm the product of just, it's, I was born actually illegitimate. And so I'm an only child actually.
What was your date of birth?
April 1st, 1937.
And do you know what time you were born?
I think I was born in the evening.
And do you know what hospital?
I think at Queens Medical Center.
Queens Medical Center.
Yeah.
So what was your dad's name?
My
Your
dad's my biological dad,
Yeah.
Albert Yoshikawa. But nobody called him Albert. He was always known as Slim because he was about 5'10" and about 110 pounds.
Oh yeah, he's slim.
Yeah, so that's why, nobody, even his best friend of 25 years said, "Hey, Slim, do you have another name?" He said, "Yeah, it's Albert." And I said, "Wow, Albert." Because everybody called him Slim. Yeah. Even my mom.
So grandma was married to who at the time?
She was married to Mr. Hayashi, Carol's father.
Oh, okay.
So your mom was married to someone else when.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, you see.
And how long was your mom married to her husband when you were born?
To her.
Gosh.
Well, she was, actually it was a very brief marriage. Very, very short marriage.
So after,
Dan, you want to join in on this interview? I'm on the hot seat right now.
I'm gonna turn on the lights in a minute.
What?
I'm on the hot seat. They're recording what I'm saying.
So you can say any bad things that you want. It's okay. It's all confidential. Dan's like, I'm out of here. So it was a short marriage?
Very short.
Like a year?
Because when my mother brought my sister to Maui, my sister was only 7 months old.
And that's Carol.
Yeah. And from what I heard, it was so sad because my mother somehow brought, I don't know how she managed to bring my sister from Honolulu to Maui. And she somehow, brought my sister over and said, actually, she just up and left at midnight one night. And Carol spent the next few months going from room to room crying for her mother.
So wait, Carol was left on Maui.
Yeah.
And Grandma left to come
Yeah.
to Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
Carol is
Her older sister.
Yeah, my
the one
older
that looks
sister.
exactly like my grandma.
Yeah.
your older sister. So she was on Maui. She's left on Maui.
Well, my mother originally, she was born on Maui.
She was born on Maui.
Yes, she was born on Maui.
Okay.
The fifth of 13 children.
Wow. So you have to have a lot of relatives here then.
Well, I do have, but they're scattered all over the United States, and they're elderly, so a lot of them have already passed.
But they have to have children and grandchildren.
Yes, but you see, I haven't really kept up with my relatives. Carol knows more about, what's going on here in Hawaii.
Okay.
So every time she calls me and I talk with her, she said, isn't it strange you living right on the island with cousins, but I don't know too much. But Carol knows whatever, exactly what's going on, who's married to who, who's divorced. She knows all the nitty-gritty. Well, I don't know too much.
So Carol is the oldest, and then you.
Yeah.
And then Ron.
Yeah, Ron. And
And
then
then
Edwin, who sadly passed away when he was only 29.
he drowned, right?
Yeah. Very suspicious though. Till this day, my brother Ron thinks he was murdered.
What, like swimming out in the ocean? Or?
No. I think somebody whacked him on the head and he drowned in the river.
In the river.
Yeah. Because
Here
he
on
was
the island?
hunting. No, in Oregon.
Oh, Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon.
What was your mom's maiden name?
My mother's maiden name was Kuwazaki.
And then her family was already on Maui? Because she was born on Maui?
Yes.
So she's second generation? Third? Do you know?
Well, grandmother was born in. So my mother is second.
Yes.
She's
second.
second.
Second generation.
So then, if your mom's second generation,
Yeah.
your grandmother, they flew from Japan?
Yeah.
Or they actually shipped?
Yeah.
They came by ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Grandma's name changed to Cullen, right?
Well, I
Wait, so who
mean,
was
because
Cullen?
wait, she was first Mrs. Hayashi. Then she was.
And Carol's the only daughter from Hayashi.
Mhm.
Okay.
So she's another only child, see. And so Hayashi. Cam and Cullen. So three.
3 marriages. Married 3 times.
Because she was never married to my father. Even though until her dying day she said, my father was the love of her life.
So Cam is the father of Deanna.
Yeah, Diana, Ed, Ron, and Sandra.
You got that?
Oh, her sister. No.
And that's, isn't that Cam?
Oh, okay. Last name's yeah.
Yeah,
That's
him.
Apo there.
Oh, that's not. I thought this
No.
one was the middle picture. Isn't that Cam?
Yeah, that's my
You gotta put that in the camera.
adoptive father.
You gotta put that in the camera.
Because my father adopted me when I was 5 years old.
Your father,
I
What do you-
mean,
Cam.
Henry Cam.
he adopted you.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
legally adopted by him.
Okay,
Crazy.
but your mom married him.
That's Cam.
Yeah,
So is your mom's second marriage? Cam?
yeah,
So your mom married second
Yeah.
time, and then he legally adopted you as his daughter.
yeah,
Okay, at 5 years old.
yeah, at
Okay.
5, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I was about 2 years old when they got married. So
Oh, okay.
he didn't adopt me until 5.
I thought that was automatic.
No, because you have to go to court.
Wow.
So
And you grew up in Honolulu?
yeah,
Your whole childhood?
yeah.
Because I know you went to middle school somewhere there in Honolulu.
Yeah, I lived on Lusitano Street, and what made our house stand out from all the rest of it, there was a large dragonite tree in the front yard.
What's a dragon tree?
It's like lychee, but not exactly. It's round
Okay.
and has a
Is it
big
red?
seed. No, not red.
Oh, it's
And it's smooth. It's not like lychee, kind of prickly. No,
Did you
it's
grow
not.
up in that same house most of your life?
Yes.
Childhood?
Uh-huh.
And that's the one that's next to Camille School.
Well, it was walking distance of, and yeah, I had nice memories out there.
So which elementary did you go to?
Powell School,
Is that the name of the community too?
not really. I just,
Yeah, it's just the school.
I just can remember the school, but not too much about. See, even today, I'm sort of simple in that I knew I just walked to school and I came home.
Okay.
I didn't do too much.
Which junior high did you go to?
I went to Kawanakua School. Can you stop taping for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no pressure. You could say bad things and joke around. Don't worry.
No, the reason why I had to stop the camera is that I don't feel that perspiration is very attractive. Because I can feel I'm sweating.
You want the fan on?
Oh yeah, we turned the fan.
Yeah, maybe if you turn the fan on.
The sun is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always perspire more than usual after I have coffee. It's like, oh, this is good.
You can feel it?
Yeah. This should cool me off.
So you can go really fast through your childhood. You can skip well, you said where'd you go to high school?
I went to Farrington High School.
Farrington? Well, that sounds like an American
White
name.
name?
White name.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh yeah, because that school is named after a governor of Hawaii, Mr. Farrington. So he was a Caucasian fellow.
Is that the high school that's just down the street from the elementary?
No, it's not. Kawanakua School is, a school that I think it originally mostly Hawaiians went to.
So do you take the bus, junior high?
Yes.
And bus to high school? So what happened after high school? Or what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 1955.
1955.
And then I got married for the first time on November 9th, 1957. So that's the reason
2
Dan,
years after.
yeah. So that's why Dan has that date on his back.
The 57?
Yeah.
But that's not the date that you married.
Yeah,
Dan.
but he was upset that I had married Henry.
So Dan already knew you.
Yeah.
So when did you and Dan meet for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was 18. In fact, the day after I graduated, I always think this was so unusual. The day after I graduated, I didn't know that Grandma had already talked to Mrs. Koki, and I was already hired to work at the Okaziya.
What is that?
Where they had Japanese food.
This is like a restaurant.
Yes,
Okay.
a tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurant, very small. And the funny part is, I had called and I said, "Are you looking for an inexperienced waitress?" And the woman said, "Oh yeah, fine. Come on down." And I was so surprised because I had gone down around 12 o'clock. When she said I should come over. And I said, "When do you want me to start?" And she said, "Can you start now?" And I started working right then.
The day after
So Grandma-
graduation.
Yes, and I had just graduated so it was always so,
So Grandma planned that, you think? Or
yeah,
your-
because you see, before I even got married, I worked for 8 full years, and I gave my entire paycheck to them,
To
to my
Grandma.
parents, yeah, because I babysat to the point where I had an actual route. So I did all of my schoolwork in other people's homes.
What, you babysat other kids
Yes,
while you were in high school?
well, from the age of 12.
From the age of 12. How did you get started in that?
Well, you see, moving from, I moved from Lusitana Street at 12, and then, Mr. Cam bought the house in Oliver Heights. And then when I moved to Oliver Heights, there was this rush of people that wanted a babysitter, because all of them, they were well-to-do, very college-educated people, and so I didn't want for any jobs. I mean, by word of mouth, I said, just call Peggy Cam, and she'll be available no matter what day. And that's how I started. I babysat so many people. And to the point where people used to drive out to pick me up and bring me back home. That's how much I was in demand.
So still, I have to go back a little bit. When did you first meet Dan though?
When I was 18,
But when
in
you
August.
at
See,
the restaurant?
Yeah.
At the restaurant.
Was he working there?
No, he was on the farm. And the funny part is, years later, after I married him, I said, Dan, I often wondered, since you got up so early in the morning, didn't you eat breakfast at home? He said, well, I have to tell you something. During the time that I was trying to pursue you, I ate 2 breakfasts.
So he had a home and then he ordered breakfast from
Yeah.
you.
And, he always asked for bacon and eggs and coffee and toast. And I used to wonder, because I asked him, I said, how early do you get up? He said, he's he's up by 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, my goodness. By the time he came down to meet me, he was like, I thought, without food for like 7 hours. And I said, oh my goodness, to
What
work
was
so
the name
hard.
of that place? The Okazuya place?
Koki.
Oh, Koki.
Koki, it was K-O-K-I.
Are they still there?
Okaziya.
Are they still
Oh.
there?
No,
What kind of food did they have?
Japanese food.
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese.
So you worked the morning shift.
Yes, I did. And sometimes in the evening too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was
So
nearby.
he came for dinner too?
No, he couldn't make it.
Okay.
So
But that
he
was
just,
near where the farm was. Or,
But the farm's out by
by Kuli Oo, so it was very far.
Isn't that across? Is that across from Hanama Bay?
So I really don't know.
Okay. Because I thought like you were saying that he worked somewhere across from Hanama, or maybe your sister was saying that when we were out by Hanama Bay. She goes, "Oh, that area over there is where Dad used to work on the farm." Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
So he just happened to go in there and eat, and he saw you, and that was it.
And then he started coming every day.
Yeah. And it's so funny because Mrs. Koki said, see that boy over there? He likes you. And I said, no. He just likes the food. But she kept telling me that one likes it.
So you didn't know?
No.
You really didn't know?
No.
Did he come with other people or he was coming along?
Just came along.
Yeah.
And he purposely would leave his shirt open so I could see that he had a six-pack. Yeah. He was very toned. Very
Okay.
toned.
Do you like that?
Well, I like muscles, or I like tone. I like toned people.
Okay.
Even women. I like when their chest, looks firm.
Oh, you should see Faye flex. You never flex for your...
Oh, my chest.
Yeah.
I find that very attractive. I like that.
Okay, back to the book.
And
So- So you got married 2 years after you... So you worked at the restaurant for 2 years?
Approximately.
And then you got married?
And then, no, actually, I left there and I worked at this place called Melody Inn, and that's when I met Kevin's father.
So at that point, so you met Kevin's father there. Did he work there?
No, Kevin's father was working as a TV technician.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
So he was technical then.
yeah. Yes.
So,
Yes.
but the place you worked at, you said it was an inn. Was that like a hotel?
No, another restaurant.
Restaurant.
But
Okay.
they serve Western food.
Okay.
Like hamburger steak and veal cutlets and stuff.
What was the reason for the move, the change?
Well, what was that now? Just,
You just got tired of it?
yeah, I just got tired of it.
So did Dan know where you went?
Well, you see, I did a lot of job hopping because I remember working at this ice cream place called.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you worked at an ice cream.
Yeah, I did.
place.
It was, what was the name of that place? Anyway, it was strictly ice cream and, actually, like if you see these old, diners and dives type,
Mhm.
girls going out to the,
The bar?
outside and bringing the food on a
Mhm.
tray. Well, that was that kind of restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah. And,
They still have that on the mainland.
yeah.
Oh, you talking about like Sonic?
Mhm.
Yeah. They use rollerblades.
Yeah.
So you use roller skates
Yeah.
when you come out.
So you met Kevin's father there, and he was a TV.
Technique.
So he
Yeah.
did he come in to repair a TV?
No, he just came in one day for lunch, and we
Oh,
got
there
to
was a-
talking.
Oh yeah, that's the restaurant. That's
Yeah, it was a restaurant. I have to smile.
Do you remember that first day?
Well, no, cause you see the funny part was I was gaga over Henry's best friend.
Who's Henry?
Oh, that was the Chinese guy that you liked.
Yeah.
Who's Henry?
Henry Kim.
No, I mean
Oh.
Henry
Henry.
Mizuno.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin's dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Kim.
His first name's Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, his first name.
Okay.
He looked pretty.
So you actually liked his friend.
Yeah. Oh, I had major.
Was he married?
No. To this day, he's not married.
Really?
Yeah.
So he never got married.
He never got married.
He's just a ladies' man.
Yes.
Mm.
A bona fide skirt chaser. But I found him so. I liked him so much. He used to leave his empty cigarette package. When
He would come to the restaurant? Or
yeah, he would come, for lunch and stuff, and he would leave his empty cigarette, that,
the box? or
yeah,
the-
and I would keep it, and I would look at it. 'Cause that's how much I liked him,
Man, you really like. Did you
Yeah.
smell it?
Yeah, maybe I did, yeah, but
Oh no, it's a good place.
no, but you see, I'm getting off course now, but you see, I was young. I know what it is to be, really, head over heels.
So then did Kevin's father start coming in
Yeah,
because he liked you?
I think he did like me.
Did Dan start coming to the other place?
Yeah, I would think he would.
No, but you see, at the time he was stalking me from the outside.
Well, so you see him driving around in the parking lot?
I mean, because he said every place I work, he managed to find out where I was.
Oh, so you didn't tell him
So-
like, oh, I'm gonna leave in a couple of weeks.
No. No.
You're just like, bye.
Yeah, and I would just disappear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he would have to scour the island for you.
Yes, and he did actually.
Wow.
So that's why Ron said, "My goodness, I would never allow myself to be, to be that foolish." He said, 8 years, forget it. I'm on with to another woman.
So what happened? How did you obviously got to know Kevin's dad a little bit? So did you guys start dating?
No, I just knew him for 4 months and we got married.
Really? Just
Because-
from
yeah.
coming in the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
You guys never went on dates or anything?
Yeah, we did go on a couple of dates. We
Okay.
went to the movies,
And then you asked about his friend frequently?
and no, not really, because I didn't think it was appropriate.
But you should
I'm
go
kidding.
backwards to when you used to go out with Dad, because he used to pick you up in a slop truck. I don't think you heard that.
Yeah,
This is before? This is before this?
When she used to go out with my dad, when they would go out.
yeah.
You went out with Dan before going out with Kevin's father?
I
Oh, no,
did
I'm
go
sorry.
out one time with him
Okay.
when I was, before I even met Kevin's father.
And he picked you up in the slop truck?
No, actually, it wasn't a slop truck, but his old car. It was a Plymouth, but you see, he worked so hard in the pig farm that even if he took a bath, the stench of the slop permeated the whole car.